Danjo, old Volvo. So this is a quickie. Always time for a quickie. Man, this is like dog walker central. I call them, I shouldn't say what I call them. Walking a poop factory, that's what it is. Not what I want to talk about today. Nothing like seeing an attractive individual, you know, you pick the gender you prefer, going down the street and you're like, and they got a hot bag of poop banging into their leg as they either jog or walk along next to their dog. What? How attractive is that, huh? I guess I wouldn't know because I'm not a owner of a poop factory or a fuzzy child or whatever people call them. Hey, I'm from the 70s. That might have been offensive. I apologize. I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I don't want to pick up after a dog. Therefore, I do not want to have a dog. And I don't want to smell like a dog, or, you know. Anyhow, that's all there is to that. So anyhow, what was I going to talk about? So the Bug Smasher 2009 Harley-Davidson Dyna Lowrider FXDL is well, we're in 2025 right now, and so you say the 2009 probably came out in 2008, right? Is that how that works? It's always like the next year's thing or something like that. But at any rate, we're approaching 20 years on this guy. I haven't had it for that long. I've had it since 2011. And but at any rate, it's getting to where it needs some major things now and again, such as the engine mounts. And it doesn't instill me with great confidence the idea of like riding this, you know, far from home, much, you know, too far from home, I should say. So my thought was, and listen, you know, I don't make a whole lot of money. I'm in a support-based or a service sort of job, working with people, so we don't get paid a whole lot at all. And but my thought is, if I instead of like saving money to, you know, pick up a guitar pedal now and then or do whatever, is if I just keep saving anything, any like, you know, gift money or anything like that that pops in, just to ferret that away, in the hopes that at some point I will have enough to pick up something like a low CC, you know, God's sakes, I'm trying not to irritate all the dogs, but I can't tell, guys, I'm sorry, I apologize, I can't tell you how many stinking dogs I have passed on the side of the road here, and it's like, you know, people give you those looks like, oh, my dog, yeah, you're loud. It's like, oh God, well, you know, I try to get off the throttle when I go by dogs, but when there's 30,000 dogs on my way home, it's you kind of like taking the ball out of my court here, you know what I'm saying? Here we got a baby, dogs, we got babies. Well, which kind of leads into my point. Wouldn't you love it later in the day if your old pal Matt the Greeter had something with a little lower CC, something a little quieter to come home on, so he didn't have to wake up your children and all that sort of thing? So that was my thought. Is like, instead of like, it would just be diligent about saving something now and again, and then down the road somewhere put it into a cheaper and more reliable, you know, low CC, like a little quieter thing, to have as my you know, my everyday rider, because this guy's not going to last long, and I don't want to sell it, and I can't afford to repair it, thank you, tariffs and all that stuff. And so, you know, though it's paid off and everything, it is like, you know, the parts are you know, they're going to start pricing me out of house and home here, and I don't have a house or a home. So anyway, those are my thoughts there. So what do you think? Is it worth doing that? You know, saving a little flow and picking up something low CC for you know, and reliable, and just keep it in good, as best shape as possible? Let me know. Comments below. Talk to you soon. Bye.